Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. DTC P0507 indicates a malfunction in the vehicle's idle control system, specifically that the engine RPM is higher than expected. This could point to issues related to several components responsible for maintaining proper engine idle speed. The primary components affected by this code include the throttle body, the idle air control valve, and any vacuum lines that assist in regulating engine airflow. These components are typically located in the air intake system or cylinder head area of the engine. The diagnostic trouble code is crucial for identifying potential problems with idle speed management and can help in preventing further performance issues related to engine idling. DTC P0507 signifies an idle control system fault where the RPM is exceeding what is expected. The components chiefly involved include the throttle body, which controls airflow into the engine, and the engine control module, ECM, which manages this process electronically. The idle air control valve is another critical component that helps maintain a steady RPM when the vehicle is at rest or idle. Located near the throttle body, it helps regulate air intake based on engine temperature and load. Additionally, vacuum lines and hoses connected to the positive crankcase ventilation (PCV) system, the brake booster, and the evaporative emissions (EVAP) canister also play vital roles in maintaining proper engine function, located around the intake manifold and engine bay. Several factors can lead to the triggering of DTC P0507. One of the primary suspects is the existence of vacuum leaks, which can disrupt the air-fuel ratio that the engine needs to maintain a steady idle. Common areas to check for leaks include hoses connected to the throttle body, PCV valve, and brake booster. Another possible cause is a malfunctioning idle air control valve, which could fail to regulate idle speed accurately, causing the RPM to rise unexpectedly. Lastly, if the engine control module, ECM, is not updated with the latest software, it may not handle idle control effectively, leading to performance inconsistencies. When DTC P0507 is triggered, several symptoms may become apparent. The most notable sign is a higher than normal engine RPM while idling, which may lead to a rougher idle experience. This condition can make the vehicle feel unstable, especially when coming to a stop or in a stationary position. Additionally, the check engine light will typically illuminate on the dashboard, indicating that the vehicle's onboard diagnostic system has detected a problem that requires attention. If left unaddressed, these symptoms might lead to further performance issues, engine misfires, or even stall-out scenarios. To initiate the troubleshooting process for DTC P0507, first turn the ignition switch to the on position. 2. This prepares the vehicle's electrical system for diagnostics, but does not start the engine yet. The next step involves utilizing the Honda Diagnostics System, HDS, to clear any existing diagnostic trouble codes. Once previous codes are cleared, start the engine and maintain the engine speed at 3000 RPM without any load until the radiator fan activates, which helps to monitor engine performance under controlled conditions. This process gives a baseline reading of idle behavior that can be analyzed later. After performing the initial RPM test, the next crucial aspect is monitoring the onboard diagnostics (OBD) status using the HDS. Look for DTC P0507 in the Diagnostic Codes menu. If the screen indicates a failed status, this confirms that there is still an issue that needs further investigation. A passed indication means that either the problem has been temporarily resolved or the system is functioning correctly at that moment. If the status is executing, continue allowing the engine to idle until a definitive result emerges. An out-of-condition signal suggests the need for rechecks under different load conditions. ensuring a thorough examination of the vehicle's performance. At this point in the troubleshooting process for DTC P0507, it is vital to examine the vehicle for any vacuum leaks that could be affecting engine idle speed. Focus on specific components, including the positive crankcase ventilation, PCV valve, the PCV hose, the evap canister purge valve, throttle body, intake manifold, and both the brake booster hose and the brake booster. Inspect these areas thoroughly, as even minor leaks can significantly impact the engine's ability to maintain a stable idle. If any leaks are discovered, those parts will need to be repaired or replaced before proceeding to the next steps. Once any vacuum leaks have been assessed and repaired if necessary, the next action is to turn the ignition switch back to the on position 2 and reset the engine control module, ECM, using the Honda Diagnostics System, HDS. Resetting the ECM is crucial as it clears any previous parameters or adaptations it has stored that could interfere with current engine management. Subsequently, it's essential to perform the ECM idle learn procedure. This involves allowing the ECM to adjust its settings to the specific responses of the engine, ensuring optimal idle performance moving forward. After completing the idle learn procedure, restart the engine and again hold the RPM at 3000 without load. This controlled environment enables the system to recalibrate and stabilize its idle parameters effectively. Following this, monitor for any pending or confirmed diagnostic trouble codes, DTCs, using the HDS. Checking for recurring DTC P0507 will help identify if the underlying issue has been resolved or if it persists, indicating that further investigation and troubleshooting steps may still be required to address the idle control concerns. In the concluding segment of troubleshooting DTC P0507, once the engine has been idling properly post-adjustments, the next step involves closely monitoring the OBD status with the HDS once again. You're looking for the outcome regarding DTC P0507. Should the screen indicate a passed status, this verifies that the troubleshooting process has been successful and the idle control system is functioning as it should. If any other codes have appeared, focus on those specific issues before considering this round of diagnostics complete. A failed, executing, or out-of-condition status means additional troubleshooting is necessary to pinpoint further issues. Finally, if DTC P0507 is still being indicated despite previous troubleshooting steps, it's time to consider updating the ECM software if it isn't the latest version. Software updates can fix bugs and improve system efficiency, impacting performance directly. If updating does not rectify the problem, substituting a known good ECM may be warranted. Replacing the ECM ensures that the idle control system receives the correct inputs for maintaining RPM. Once the ECM situation is resolved, start the engine again, holding it at 3000 RPM to confirm that idle functions correctly after these interventions. In the final verification stage, following repairs related to DTC P0507, ensure that the idle control system is functioning as intended. A thorough test drive should be performed to assess the vehicle under various conditions, checking for any deviations from expected behavior. During this drive, monitor both idle speed and overall engine performance. It's crucial to check if any diagnostic trouble codes return after the repair process. If the system operates smoothly without triggering DTC P0507 again, then the repairs can be considered successful. Always document the findings and any action taken for future reference. To mitigate the chances of DTC P0507 or similar issues arising in the future, Proactive preventive maintenance is essential. Regular inspections of the vacuum lines and hoses should be a part of standard maintenance routines, as leaks can either develop over time or become exacerbated under adverse conditions. Additionally, keeping the ECM software updated ensures optimal performance, as manufacturers often release updates to enhance vehicle functionality and address known issues. Routine engine diagnostics can help catch potential problems before they escalate, allowing for timely interventions. Preventive measures play a significant role in maintaining optimal engine performance. In summary, DTC P0507 highlights a critical issue where the engine RPM is higher than expected, often related to the idle control system. Understanding the involved components, such as the throttle body and ECM, is vital for accurate troubleshooting. Systematic checks for vacuum leaks, verifying idle control functionality, and potentially updating ECM software are necessary steps to resolve this issue. The outlined troubleshooting steps provide a clear path to pinpointing and addressing the problem, ensuring that the vehicle performs at its best. Implementing preventive maintenance practices helps in avoiding recurrent issues, promoting longevity and reliability for your Honda Civic. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.